You're somebody who you can do the dirty work. You can get in and you can do what needs to be done to get the gold, to get the dream, to get the love, to help the person, to help the individual, to help the groups, to help whatever the creations are in the need of. Yeah. You can get in. And that hawk is saying, just remember to step out and see what you're aiming at, because your momentum is so fast and your aim is so on, you'll get everything. Yeah. And you don't want all of it. All of the things that some of it, you're involved in. So what are you feeling with that?
That totally resonates. It's like, and we just met. This is the crazy thing, right?
Welcome. My name is Ruth Barclay, and my channel is Taste Your Magic. This is a company I've been building for a while, and it's a global one. And what we like to do is we like to help people understand and taste their own magic. And we help you in multiple ways through retreats, through private mentoring, sessions, events, and also readings, which is what we're doing today. A big thing that I get called as I travel around the world over the last couple decades has been an oracle, and I can communicate with anything that's willing to communicate. So we can gain a lot of answers for you and put things together for you and give you tools that's going to help you specifically, so your whole life gets to be put together in a way that you function, you love it, you create in it, it flourishes it. And it's not just one area, but it's if all the creations that you're wanting to create fits together. That's the purpose of your magic anyway. And so today, what we're going to do is some oracle readings and animal communication readings, and also angel connections. That's a medium where you talk to people who have passed on. The oracle reading is about you and what's going on in your world, your gifts. It's about anything that you have a question about, and they can get really creative on this channel, that's for sure. And so today what we have Cindy with us.
Hi.
And I am so grateful that you, last minute.
Likewise. This is such a gift, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
And we actually just barely met right before we sat down, and she was recommended by an awesome friend, and we got connected, and here we are. Right?
Yeah.
So you're wanting to kind of lean towards an oracle reading. A little bit more about yourself. Is that what you're wanting to do with that?
Yeah, definitely. I have been, doing some, inner work and the spirituality side of things, and I'm loving it, and I'm growing, and I'm opening up new things and just letting all of it come in. And so I just would love your perspective and what you're feeling, and just kind of help me continue.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Before we start, I have some tools. These are my ceremonial feathers, and today the red-tailed hawk wants to be with
gorgeous.
You.
I love that.
And so it's just here to help you during this session, however you feel it gets to.
Okay.
The fun thing is I don't need to interfere with it.
Yeah, okay.
Not once you grab it. But I would love to say that you have a hawk that powerfully supports you right now. And it's not one that I would say is your animal spirit guide, but it's one that helps you a lot. So a totem animal is what we call it. And the biggest thing that it's helping you with is how to integrate your wisdom that you are accessing right now. A hawk is really good. They're like the arrows, right? And one thing that it's wanting to tell you is you're on. Your aim is correct. It's correct. Whatever you aim at, you will get. The big part is sometimes your focus can get you in so close that you need to take a minute and expand back out, fly above, and see what you're actually aiming at. Yeah. And a big thing with that is because we tend to get in a momentum, and we feel the goods, and we like the goods, or we push through the hard stuff. And you're somebody who you can do the dirty work. You can get in and you can do what needs to be done to get the gold, to get the dream, to get the love, to help the person, to help the individual, to help the groups, to help whatever the creations are in the need of. You can get in. And that hawk is saying, just remember to step out and see what you're aiming at, because your momentum is so fast and your aim is so on, you'll get everything.
Yeah.
And you don't want all of it, all of the things that some of it, that it is you're involved in. So what are you feeling with that?
That totally resonates. It's like, and we just met. This is the crazy thing, right, Ruth? Like, we don't know each other, but you basically just described like me at my core. Like, I see big picture. I know how to get stuff done. I know how to help and influence and bring the best out in people. And sometimes it is super fast and just, but I loved when you had said, pull back and look at your,
what you're aiming at.
What you're aiming for again. Because you could be off a little bit, left, right, up, down. So kind of put myself in check again. But still continue.
Yeah.
Right?
I would love to. It's exciting.
Yeah. This is great.
What goes on in your world is I just see anybody that comes up and asks you for advice. So you'd mentioned that a lot of people will just share who they are and, tell you their life story, even give you their social security number. They'll trust you right off the bat.
Yep, right.
Because you're a safe person, but you're an experienced person. And when someone communicates through experience, now you are giving a pathway that they can actually walk on, because it's a pathway that's been walked on.
Yeah.
And that is huge, especially in this day and age right now with the generations. They're in a dream state, and they're trying to say, I can do this, but really they've seen it done. They've not ever actually done it. And so there's not a substance of it, and you're bringing a substance still to the world. So
that makes sense.
What are some of the paths that you notice that you've walked that's really helped others as you communicate that?
Oh gosh, just life. Right?
Yeah.
That's such a good question. But then to narrow down, I'm a single parent, have been for 21 years now. And so providing and the emotional ups and downs, but then the power to go through and complete when you have nothing, but you do it because you have to. Scaling my career.
Yeah.
And really setting a goal and just going for it and landing it, and then continue to excel, but also everything that I have gone through, all of the experiences, work, family, everything, I see an opportunity in everything. And so I have consciously and intentionally just been, what's the lesson learned?
Yeah.
Even though that was just really crappy and it didn't go the way that I wanted, or the outcome wasn't, what I truly wanted. Well, what came out of it, and then what can I do to either not go there again and or see the beauty of it? And so I think when I do connect with someone or, group of individuals, like, I think energetically they actually can feel that, and they trust that I know what I'm talking about. So spot on of what you had just previously said. Yeah,
you bring in an experience of a walked path on that you have walked, a path that you've walked on.
Yeah.
Forward and back even.
Yes.
And then another thing that you are really brilliant at is claiming life. And what do I mean by that? It's you want to live. You want to live. And when people come in your space, you remind them, do you want to live? Do you really want this passion? Do you really want this love? Do you really want this? Because no matter the path, you know how to get it. And if they're willing to really say, I want this, it's a truth, it's a soul. Yes. And you can feel their soul, and you connect with that soul, and you say it's possible. No matter what clouds are in your way, fog, whatever's cloaking you, we'll find how to shed those out. And I'll hold your hand. I'll be that anchor through it. And so you bring this commitment to life that is powerful, very powerful when people come in. And so that's when they're like, this is my life. I do want to live. And I want to live.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, I see it, and keep going.
I love that you say that too, because what resonates with that comment is, of course, my brain just,
commitment to life.
I also am aware that they have to ask me. And I can't just give because it's not going to be received. And then there's resentment, or then there's just like, oh, but I know if you do this, then you're going to be able to get this and be happy. But the individual has to want it as well and ask.
Yeah.
You know?
And I it's a good point to just share some of the grieving you've had to go through in your life because of those stop points, because of becoming that bad guy or the uncomfortable in their world, or the the reality check at times, right? Of, you really want to live. This is living. You've got to live in it. You've got to live in it, which means accountability, which means what is your truth? What is it that you really want? And you're somebody that, for somebody who wants to show up authentically, no matter how scared they are, no matter how angry they are, no matter what it is, they can show you authentically, and you're going to be there, and you're going to witness them, and you're going to hear them, and you're going to help them how they're asking.
Yes.
And that's incredibly powerful for leaders. And so a big tool is to allow yourself to help the leaders. Keep helping the leaders.
I like that.
Because they can sustain the commitment of life that you're able to see and give in a pathway walked to. And it's powerful, and then it's received, and then it's like, here, I may not be able to share this with anybody else, but I can share it with you, and you'll be like, okay, let's see it. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
Instead of putting it all as, they're doing it to you or something like that. You don't get there. You see the authentic truth to it. Mm-hmm. And it's remarkable. And it's a little brutal at times too.
Yeah. I get comments like, gosh, Cindy, you're so blunt. Like, but it's for your own good. It's because I love you. I want you to succeed. And
right.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed with you. And
thank you.
I love that the Hawk came in to support you, because they're powerful. And your Hawk that's watching you really does have high access to divine information that's already yours, that's already access for you. And so it keeps saying, just remember to just pause for a second and see what you're aiming at, come back up for the information, and you'll be able to deliver it. It's so fast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Chills.
So fast.
Seriously.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Powerful people on this show all the time. And I want to bring a bunch of them back on, especially you. We get to play some more with different things like that.
I would love it. Yeah.
And thank you for watching this quick one. And thanks for being vulnerable and sharing and letting us share with the watchers. So come again.